Just when Thomas was finally ready to embrace life, Mel fell ill. Worried, Thomas walked to her bedside. Mel took out a red handkerchief and gave it to him. She told Thomas that inside the handkerchief was one of her smiles. She asked him to take good care of it. Thomas obediently accepted it. Not long after, Mel's condition worsened and she was hospitalized. Alex stayed with her to take care of her. Thomas was temporarily sent to stay with the neighbors, but several days passed, and he received no news about his mother. He used the most precious comb his grandmother had left him to trade for a colorful tablecloth from an old woman. He packed it up, planning to visit his mother. With a neighbor accompanying him, he finally made it to the hospital. But his mother seemed to have lost all her color, lying weakly in the hospital bed. He softly called out to her. When she came to, she gently touched his face and asked him a strange question. "Can you feel the colors I told you about?" Thomas nodded, half understanding. Hearing that, she looked relieved. Then she told him that she could finally rest, and lay back down quietly. A priest sat with Thomas in the hallway, comforting him. But the more Thomas listened, the more something felt wrong. He realized the priest was speaking words that sounded like a eulogy.
No!
Thomas, please
Don't say that! You're talking about her dying!
Thomas.
She's not going to die!
You must sit down. I have to pray here, sir.
Crying, he rushed back into the room, but his mother was already gone. No matter how loudly he cried, she never responded again. Alex stood by the window and turned to look at Thomas. He suddenly remembered something his wife once told him.
Maybe Thomas is a gift to us.
She had known about her illness all along. Thomas was not their gift. He was her gift to Alec. At the funeral, Thomas could only watch from a distance. The sound of seals still echoed by the sea, but the one who used to listen to his whispers was gone. Mel's sudden passing not only changed Thomas's life, but also left Alec trapped in grief. He either drank heavily, or sat by the sea in silence all day. Seeing Alec like this, Thomas seemed to grow up overnight. He told his visiting friends,
He needs me. He needs me.
From then on, he took on all the household chores, fetching water, watering plants, feeding chickens. He did everything with skill. He even followed his mother's recipe and cooked Alec's favorite beef stew. But when Alex saw the food, instead of feeling happy, he became overwhelmed with sadness. The next day, when Thomas came home from school, he found that everything related to his mother was gone.
Where are all Mum's things?
I put them away.
Why?
Because she's gone, isn't she?
Alec planned to burn all the things he had packed away. Thomas rushed over to stop him. Standing in front of Alec, he was no longer timid or nervous. He angrily accused Alec, and like a child, blamed him for his mother's death. He ran to the neighbor's house in tears. The neighbor comforted him.
Give him time, lad. You only had Moira a short while. But Alec, well, he loved her for more than your own lifetime.
A few days later, he met the orphanage representative again. Only then did he learn that Alex still had not signed the adoption papers. Heartbroken, he went to the seaside, feeding seagulls and talking to them, hoping they could carry his words to his mother.
Get a message to Mum. Can you do that? Tell her I don't know what to do. I need her to tell me.
As soon as he finished speaking, a rainbow appeared and seemed to fall over him. He cheered with joy, believing his mother had heard him. He knew what he had to do. He placed the red handkerchief into Alec's hand, telling him that his mother's smile was inside. Even though Alec did not understand, that night he slept deeply and peacefully holding it. But when he woke up the next morning, Thomas was gone. Thomas's room had been neatly packed. Realizing something was wrong, Alec rushed out to look for him. He saw a small boat drifting in the distance. Thomas had gone out to sea, planning to return a seagull to its mother before leaving. But after he set out, the tide suddenly grew rough. By the time Alec arrived in his boat, Thomas was nowhere to be seen. Only the overturned boat remained.
No!
Miraculously, Thomas was lifted by a group of seals and brought back to shore. By the time Alec reached him, Thomas had already lost consciousness. Alec held him and called out his name. Slowly, Thomas woke up.
Mum sent them. I knew she would. Mum sent help. She did.
Aye, I believe she did.
After returning home, Alec took out the tablecloth Thomas had bought and spread it on the table. Just as Thomas thought he would have to leave after the meal, Alec brought out the adoption papers and signed his name in front of him. This father and son, not bound by blood, finally shared their first embrace. The mother who had passed away had become a rainbow, forever living in their hearts. On that bright and sunny morning, she had entered Thomas's world and filled it with color. Though their time together was short, the depth of that love became eternal for Thomas. And when Mel knew her time was limited, she left behind a gift for her husband that he would cherish for the rest of his life.